Hey guys, how's it going? Z Butler TCG here. Just wanted to show you the Zodiac Eldritch Dogmatica deck I played over the course of this weekend at the Remote Duel Extravaganza. It was super fun. Day one, I played in 3 Winamats, and I went undefeated the first 2, and then I lost the third one to my friend Ryan. He was playing Dino, and I just couldn't do anything. He just drew, like, the absolute crazy hand, so that sucked. And then I played the same deck day 2, and it just did not go my way at all. I played against Infernoble, and there was nothing I could really do there. He just drew, like, a crazy hand. Then I lost to... I went 1-3 drop. It was horrendous. I lost to Dogmatica Invoke to open up, like... He played evenly matched, so I lost. He, like, evenly matched, Terraforming, Nadir Servants, Triple Texas Talent, Imperm. He had, like, literally everything just to, like, go off, so that sucked. And then I lost to Virtual World in time. My opening hand, game 3, was just not strong enough to do anything. It was, like, double Ash, double Golden Lands, like the Golden Land traps, and then a single Lord, and... I just couldn't really do anything, so he just did a bunch of damage, and yeah. If time wasn't a factor, I probably would have won that game against Virtual World. This deck has a great Virtual World matchup. You just outgrind them, and I mean, Calamities doesn't do anything because it doesn't stop your traps, so you just continue to win through. But you know, that's just part of any event is time. So I did not do well in the main event, but I still wanted to show you guys the deck, go over some of the theory I had with it. It was pretty fun. This big shout out goes to Paulo Goncalves, Paulo. He helped me build the deck, and a lot of this was just like based off of his work at the LCS 8. And shout outs to couple of people in my area who helped me get some of the cards I needed last second. So yeah, for starter cards, first you've got 3 Nadir Servants, 3 Cursed Outland, 3 Tenki, the 1 Barrage, and 2 Ecclesia. So this gives you 12 starter cards. Any one of these can really just kind of get you going. This is the worst starter of them all, is Cursed Outland, of course. But I mean, these are all great. So 12 gives you a 90% chance to see, or 80-some% chance to see 1 in your opening hand, which is ideal, because then that means you basically get to play every game. And the games that I didn't see it were the games that I didn't see a starter were the games that I lost. So that was your starter cards. For the extenders, double Golden Lord, double Thoroughblade, 1 Whiptail, 1 Ram, 1 Maximus, 1 Fleur-de-lis. A lower number of extenders than I typically like in a deck. There's only 8. I had considered cutting Golden Lord to 1, actually. I sided out of the second one a lot, so that going forward I'll probably put it down to 1. Double Thoroughblade was something worth discussing because it specifically was played at 2 because I wanted to have the highest chance. Like, I figured if I drew any one zoo, I wanted it to be this one. Like, if I drew a zoo plus anything else, that was another zoo. So, like, this plus, like, Tenki, or this plus Barrage, or this plus any of these is just the best draw instead of these. It's really funny because I really dislike these cards, but I'm probably going to bump them up, and I'm probably going to cut the Dogmatica cards. These ended up being the worst cards in the deck. I kept wanting to see more zoo cards. Maximus ended up being really worthless overall, so I'll probably take that out. At the very least. Then for the Eldritch cards, or the Eldritch traps, I played 3 Sanguine, 3 Conquistador, and 2 Aquero. Just 2 Aquero. This was the weakest one overall, although it really started to shine over the course of the last couple days, in that with Virtual World being everywhere, this card's really important, as well as like Eldritch Mirrors and things like that. This card comes up a lot, so if the format tends to favor slower decks more, I think I'll bump this up to 3. But 2 was perfectly fine overall. I didn't have any complaints about it. For the defensive cards, like just the hand traps, basically, 3 Ash, 3 Nibiru, 3 Imperm, 2 Valor, and then I played a Punishment. This is definitely the weakest part of my deck. Valor was the worst choice. I think this should have been like Crow or Ogre. Imperm was also incredibly weak. These were just low impact. Ash actually overperformed. Nibiru was very average. These were all terrible. This one was good. So, the idea, I guess, that I had was that I figured more people would be on, like, hard combo games, like hard combos, and they just weren't. So, yeah. And all, like, these cards just suck against Virtual World. This one's okay. These are just terrible, though. So that was the main deck. It was 40 cards. For the extra deck, 1 Titaniclad, 2 Natis, just for the traps and stuff. 1 Pegasus, Omega, 1 Zeus. I never needed more than 1, actually. 1 Trident, double Borbo, double Tiger Mortar, and then I only had 1 Chakanine. The second one I don't think ever came up, but obviously it's ideal to have 2. But that was just, I just didn't have time to get a second one. And the store that I went to, like, they only had the 1, and they had to, like, dig to find it. So that was just the only Chakanine I had. 1 Hammer Kong, which was irrelevant, 1 Link Spider, and 1 Phoenix. Link Spider came up a lot, Phoenix never did. But overall, the extra deck was solid. And then for the side deck, I cited 2 DD Crow. Crow was very, very good. It went in a lot against, like, the other decks. Gamma, of course. I cited 3 Book of Moon. The idea behind this was just I could Book of Moon a Trident, or like a even like an opposing Eldritch, or I could just Book of Moon Virtual World cards and just like shut them off, but it didn't really come up. Imperial Order, double anti-spell. This was just so that way when I go first against like Dino and stuff, I can just have Floodgates, things like that. And then triple Solemn Judgment. So these were very underwhelming overall as well. Side deck definitely needed to work, and yeah, it wasn't my event, but it was a lot of fun. I highly recommend people turn out for these events. It was super fun, and I really can't wait for the next big remote duel event. Yu-Gi-Oh! Day will be coming up, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. Yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments, let me know down below, and have a good night.